Meet our program evaluators. The Cohort 25 Research Dream Team. Dr. Melanie Shorter, Patrice Fitzgerald, Nelson Lee, Adam Henry, Travis Cooper, Valentina Holder, and Christina Harrington Tucker.
These researchers are doctoral candidates, and together they have more than 100 years in combined experience in the field of education. TRIO was the name given to the first 3 low-income college preparatory programs designed by the federal government to assist in preparing socioeconomically disadvantaged individuals for post-secondary experiences. The name TRIO is not an acronym. The name derives from the first 3 programs created for this worthy cause. Those 3 programs are Upward Bound, Talent Search, and Student Support Services.
The quickest way to graduation is one class at a time. That's what I always tell my students. TRIO has a special place in my heart. I too am a TRIO alum. My family had very limited financial resources for college. I also started college as a first-generation student, so I've had some of the same experiences as you. TRIO programs such as Student Support Services through the Pan American Life Student Success Center can provide you with the blueprint you'll need to be successful at Loyola New Orleans. As a TRIO student, you will experience a supportive vibe like no other. We'll provide you with academic advising, tutoring, and financial wellness support. We also will ensure you maintain good academic standing and stay on track to earn your degree. Students who are interested must meet specific eligibility requirements. You must be a first-generation college student, a student with a disability, and/or have a financial need. As a TRIO participant, you'll receive a degree plan tailored to your specific needs, and the Student Support Services staff will guide you until you earn your Loyola degree. You will also learn skill sets that will stay with you beyond Loyola. So take control of your success at Loyola and apply for the TRIO Student Support Services program today.
Section 1. Executive Summary. Prepared and submitted by Valentina Holder, researcher. Executive Summary. Background. TRIO consists of 8 educational federally funded programs that was created out of the Economic Opportunity Act of 1964 to address poverty and provide financial assistance to low and middle income families unable to afford a post-secondary education. Upward Bound, one of the original TRIO programs, has been active at Fayetteville State University for more than 30 years. This program provides support and assistance to eligible high school students who reside in Cumberland and Hope County and are socioeconomically disadvantaged. Goals of the evaluation. The evaluation of Fayetteville State University's TRIO Upward Bound program is a formative evaluation that seeks to examine the program's current status for continuous improvement. The evaluation will utilize the SIP, context, input, process, and product evaluation approach. Based upon the goals of the evaluation will seek to determine program effectiveness and challenges that impact ongoing service. Evaluation method. This program evaluation involves qualitative data obtained from FSU College Access web pages and semi-structured telephone interviews with individuals in TRIO's Educational Opportunity Centers, EOC, Student Support Services, SSS, and Talent Search. Executive Summary Findings. Program Effectiveness. Prior to COVID-19, the program appeared to be effective based on current students' enrollment and graduation rates. Program challenge. The global COVID-19 pandemic affected the school's ability to provide the level of advertisement and recruitment of eligible students prior to COVID-19, thus decreasing the number of students enrolled at this time. Executive Summary. Significance of the evaluation. The significance of this formative evaluation is to provide leaders with a current assessment of the Upward Bound program for future planning. The sudden onset of COVID-19 was disruptive to the program's normal operations. Therefore, it is advisable to have a contingency plan in place that will ensure continued effectiveness and overall success. Executive Summary. Recommendation. Establish a virtual recruitment platform that will provide Fayetteville State University and participating high schools within neighboring counties with the ability to meet on an ongoing basis with prospective upward bound students.
Section 2. Evaluation Introduction. Prepared and submitted by Christina Harrington Tucker, researcher.
Evaluation Introduction. College access programs have been developed to provide assistance and support to students who want to pursue their education beyond high school. These programs have been especially beneficial to first-generation college students. In this study, the researcher will evaluate 3 college access programs that are located on the campus of Fayetteville State University with a generated focus on the Upward Bound program. Fayetteville State University is known for providing service and support to local middle and high schools to prepare students for post-secondary education. Review of research indicates that high school and college partnerships lead to student success in college. Known partnerships that exist between high schools and colleges as a college access programs. Upward Bound, Talent Search and Gear Up are 3 popular programs within this partnership. These 3 TRIO programs are federally funded, regulated and designed to facilitate underserved and vulnerable populations. Upward Bound was started in 1965 with the goal of increasing the enrollment and graduation rates of students who attended post-secondary institutions. Upward Bound is a college access program whose purpose is to identify high school students who need support and preparation for post-secondary educational settings. Upward Bound has a rich history of providing students with a combination of supports to ensure student success. Upward Bound provides continuous and ongoing counseling for all students throughout the school year in addition to tutoring and summer enrichment programs in additional efforts to prepare students for post-secondary settings upon graduation. The Talent Search Program. Talent Search is a college access program that falls under the TRIO program umbrella. This program is unique in that it has become a pillar of success known to help all students be successful. Talent Search primarily supports students with applying for financial assistance through FAFSA and prepares students with the knowledge to properly complete applications for college admission. The most supportive feature of this program are the monthly workshops held for parents and teens to support students in their quest to gain more information about college. Workshops are held on academic support, career development, and financial aid. Many participants in this program are first-generation college students. Attending workshops to inform them makes students feel more comfortable with their transition to higher education. The Gear Up program. The goal of Gear Up is to ensure that students from low socioeconomic backgrounds graduate from high school. Additionally, the program encourages these students to seek out post-secondary opportunities where they will prosper academically, which in turn will lead to graduation. Gear Up focuses on providing students with the necessary resources and tools that will ensure students are ready for college by providing early intervention strategies to promote student success. These strategies include but are not limited to mentoring, financial aid workshops, and in addition to seminars and symposiums with a focus on attending post-secondary institutions. The target groups for the Gear Up program are socioeconomically disadvantaged middle and high school students. The Gear Up program at Fayetteville State University targets students at predetermined middle and high schools in the county based on data and research for socioeconomically disadvantaged students. Cumberland County schools with Gear Up programs are Douglas Byrd Middle School and Douglas Byrd High School. Westover Middle School and Westover High School. E. Smith High School. Lewis Chapel Middle School. 71st High School. The Gear Up program provides a variety of support to students. Students are able to attend after-school tutoring, Saturday Academy, virtual tutoring, and career exploration programs. Students at these schools are also afforded the opportunity to receive assistance in completing college applications and financial aid documents. Gear Up counselors provide students with scholarship search assistance, and agencies are brought in to provide students with ACT/SAT prep each year. Participating students are able to receive college application fee waivers and participate in college and cultural educational tours. The Gear Up program is designed to benefit parents and students alike. Quarterly parent workshops are held to inform parents about important information to assist them with preparing their child for college. By providing students with the necessary tools, mentoring, workshops, college tours, this will equip students to be ready to enter a post-secondary setting. This program aims to build an awareness of college early in life for students. Students who participated in college preparation programs such as Gear Up, Talent Search, and Upward Bound are more likely to apply to college and apply for financial aid to support them through their post-secondary educational experience. The evaluation stakeholders are the Cohort 25 members of higher education. The purpose of this evaluation is to identify if students who participate in college access programs. The researchers are trying to identify if these students go on to attend post-secondary institutions upon graduation and if they are successful in college. Section 3. The Program Evaluation Process. Prepared and submitted by Patrice Fitzgerald, researcher, and Nelson Lee, researcher. The Program Evaluation Process. In an effort to provide a full and exhaustive investigative research method, the researchers have chosen the formative approach. Formative evaluation focuses on program improvement. It is conducted during the creation of the program and throughout the program to provide information that staff can use to make changes in the operation and implementation of the program. The formative evaluation model chosen for this project is the SIP model. The acronym stands for Context, Input, Process, and Product. Context refers to the background, history, goals, and objectives of the program. Input refer to material and human resources needed for effective functioning of the program. Process refers to implementation of different program practices. Product also refers to the quality of the participants' learning as well as its usefulness for the individual and society. The most important thing about this model is that it provides a holistic view of every element through evaluation of context, input, process, and output from each angle. This model ensures that evaluations are executed with precision systematically, fulfilling the general needs of evaluation. Strengths of the SIP evaluation process. The model was not designed with any specific program or solution in mind, thus, it can be easily applied to multiple evaluation situations. Its comprehensive approach to evaluation can be applied from program planning to program outcomes and fulfillment of core values. The model is well established and has a long history of applicability. SIP delineates 4 different types of evaluations, which addresses goals, priorities, and potential alternatives. The SIP evaluation procedures tend to be very specific. SIP is proven to be adaptable, which lends itself to be utilized in varying situations. The SIP evaluation does have areas of weaknesses that should be noted and taken into consideration by program evaluators. One concern in regard to the weakness of the SIP process revolves around a blurred line that may exist between the evaluation procedures itself and the investigative processes. Another concern is the lack of notoriety in comparison to other models among professionals in the field. It has also been reported that a considerable amount of time is needed to complete procedures such as the gathering of data. There has also been a cause for concern and pause as many have noticed that steps within in the process are not always identified. SIP Summary and Review. The SIP evaluation model can be effectively used for evaluating the quality of education in school-age programs. The important element which makes this model different from other models is that it focuses on the context for the evaluation of teaching, learning and development process of a program. SIP provides a way to gain evidence-based data with which to validate findings and develop a clearer understanding of the process and problems encountered when creating learning spaces. The following infographic highlights the core values of the SIP evaluation process with accompanying attributes. The first quadrant houses the input evaluation. Plans are made which involve stakeholders, strategies, budget, coverage, research. The second quadrant is process evaluation where the actions are develop, implement, monitor, feedback. The third quadrant focuses on product evaluation and the outcomes are impact, effectiveness, transportability, sustainability, adjustment. And the last quadrant focuses on context evaluation where the goals are beneficiaries, needs, resources, problems, background, environments. The criteria standards utilized for the upward bound evaluation are depicted in the figure below. Program content. Subject matter related to information, attitudes and skills. Organization and pedagogy. Program structure and delivery. Learning. Changes in attitude, knowledge, behavior. Program costs. Resources needed for development, implementation, and maintenance. Evaluation questions for consideration. What needs to be done? Versus were important needs addressed. How should it be done versus was a defensible design employed? Is it succeeding? Versus did the effort succeed? Is it being done? Versus was the design well executed? Evaluation data collection methods. Interviews. Interviews allow for open-ended questions. Compared to other primary data collection methods, such as surveys, our interviews will be more customizable and responsive. They can be done face-to-face, online, or by communicating through phone or chat. The second data collection method for this program evaluation is observations. Observation involves collecting information without asking questions. The processes of observing will determine the dynamics of the situation, which generally cannot be measured through other data collection techniques. Observation will also be combined with additional information via multimedia. The researchers will also utilize documents and records. Documents and records-based research will use existing data for the upward bound evaluation process. Artifacts that will be used but are not limited to attendance records, meeting minutes, and financial records. Surveys and questionnaires. The use of questionnaires and surveys will be used to ask questions that have closed-ended answers. Oral histories. Oral histories will be utilized in the form of recordings, preservations, and interpretations of historical information based on the opinions and personal experiences of stakeholders directly involved in the Upward Bound program. Section 4. Findings of the evaluation. Prepared and submitted by Travis D. Cooper, researcher. Review of the issues. This evaluation is designed utilizing the SIP evaluation instrument to evaluate the Upward Bound program at Fayetteville State University. Procedures are used to determine whether or not current processes that are being utilized are appropriate and effective. Affirmations are given for current processes that are effective and recommendations for improvement on challenges that the program faces. The SIP evaluation plan is designed to effectively evaluate procedures, admissions processes, budgetary concerns, and retention in the Upward Bound program. The overall goal of this evaluation is to improve a program that is designed to serve underserved and the most vulnerable populations. Section 5. Recommendation. Prepared and submitted by Dr. Melanie Shorter and Adam Henry. Program Evaluation Recommendation. Fayetteville State University's TRIO Upward Bound program has been a staple on the campus for many years. The students involved in the program have benefited from it. Through the evaluation findings, it has been shown that the COVID-19 pandemic made a huge impact on the program's effectiveness. The challenges that were placed on the students and staff highlighted some of areas where gaps need to be filled. The recommendation of this evaluation committee is to develop some form of a virtual TRIO academy that would utilize a virtual platform to meet and recruit future students and participants in the program. One platform suggestion would be the Gather.town app. This app allows multiple participants to engage in a conference-like setting which would mimic the traditional atmosphere. The participants would create avatars that can interact with each other as if they were in person. Private conversations can be held, there is a stage for presentations, and there are multiple rooms that can be created for breakout sessions, etc. The committee is in agreement that this would increase participation and allow the program to thrive during the pandemic and post-pandemic, as it will take the world some time to adjust to the new normal. Technology is always evolving, and more programs will move to utilizing virtual platforms in the near future. Appendices.